Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Fatima. In today's video, I want to show you my skincare and makeup routine in the morning before I go to work. So if that interests you, please keep on watching. In the mornings, I usually don't feel the need to use a harsh cleanser. Some days I only use a washcloth with some water on it and scrub my face very lightly to get the dry, flaky skin from retinoids that I use at night. After I wash my face or clean my face with a washcloth with just water, I usually put on a serum immediately after while my skin is still damp. But if I use a toner with any active ingredients, I let it sit for 15 minutes for the ingredients to do their job and then put on the rest of my skincare. This is the serum that I'm currently using. It is the Centella Probio-Cica Intensive Ampoule. It is a very good serum. This is my second bottle. There are other brands that I like the one from Timeless Skincare, the CoQ10 enzyme one. That one is good. I've used it, and I have used their vitamin C serum too. Those are the two that I put on when I'm using the Timeless one. But right now, my skin is very sensitive, so I don't want to use any vitamin C at the moment. This is the only one that I'm using, and Cica is an ingredient that can, sorry, Centella, I think they are the same, Cica and Centella, is an ingredient that you can use for sensitive skin, and it can help with sensitivity and burning and redness. So I use this on top of my mm, wet skin if I washed my face, or just let the toner sit for 15 minutes and then use a serum. After I put on my serum, next step I use a moisturizer. This is the one that I'm using right now. This is the Purito Dermide Cica Barrier Sleeping Pack. I use it in the morning, squalane and panthenol, because this is not thick enough for at night. And as you can see, it has Cica in it again. And it is very moisturizing and very calming on my skin, but it is not too moisturizing that when I put on my sunscreen, I feel like I have a lot of greasy feeling on my face. This is the one that I'm currently trying. I'm out of my favorite one. It is the Neutrogena one. I can put a picture somewhere around here. That one has bakuchiol, if I'm not saying it wrong, and I like it in the morning because there is another ingredient that I can add to my skincare routine in the morning and uh, get the benefits. I've done everything in the bathroom today. I did wash my face with the cleanser and put on my serum and my moisturizer while my skin was damp and let it sit to dry. And now I'm gonna put on my sunscreen. For sunscreen, you have to use enough to be protected. That is why I usually use layers of sunscreen on my skin. I'm not gonna go anywhere today. I just put on my scrub because I wanted you to get the feeling of what I do in the morning before I go to work. Even rubbing my face some days makes it red and my skin starts burning. And did you say hi to my new friend? My new friend Pimple. She decided to join us today. I think I used too much of my lanolin cream around my face because I was having some eczema around my mouth last night, and I decided not to do my retinoid and do this instead. And it usually really helps around my nose and around my mouth, but I overdid it and this decided to show up. It will go away. That is my first layer. If I am using a different sunscreen than this, afterwards I let it sit for like 10 to 15 minutes and then I do my second layer, but I'm using the same sunscreen, so that's okay. And I'm gonna use another sunscreen on top of that. Don't forget your neck and your ears. and your eyelids. With mineral sunscreens, the reason I like them is because I can put it everywhere and I won't be worried about it burning my eyes or getting into my eyes and burning my eyes later. But the ones that I mentioned in my last video, those, even the chemical ones, won't burn my skin. I really like them. This is what my face looks like after 2 layers of this. If I was going to get out of the house, I would do another layer, honestly. Especially today, it's very sunny, and I should have put on my sunscreen before coming in front of the window, but I wanted to let my moisturizer sit for a bit, so I thought 10 minutes of sun exposure is going to be fine, hopefully. With SPF 50, even if you don't put on enough, you are going to be more protected than using SPF 30. They used to say anything above SPF 30 is good, but then apparently there was a study and they realized that people usually don't put on enough sunscreen, and when they do put on SPF 50 and higher, they are more protected than when they are doing SPF 30 because they get enough on their face. Now that I have my sunscreen on, I'm gonna put on my foundation or BB cream. This is the favorite one that I have right now. It is the Misha BB cream and I'm using shade 21. I don't know if it shows up in the camera. I think it doesn't, but it is a bit pinker than my skin tone, which is why I some days use my green color corrector. My rosacea has been going crazy lately. After I put on my foundation or BB cream, I use a color corrector if I feel like my dark spots are very prominent from not sleeping enough the night before or being sick. I have one color corrector here. This is a Sigma one and the shade is light to medium. I also have this new Kosas concealer. The shade is new actually. It's 3.20. I actually want to use this one. I don't do much. I use a dry sponge or dry puff for my concealer lately. Even sometimes for my foundation or BB cream, I use a dry puff because I feel like it absorbs the extra amount of the foundation or concealer and it doesn't look cakey. I used to use the wet sponge, but I feel like as I age and get older and my skin gets drier and more mature, uh, the dry sponge is working better for me than the wet sponge. I don't go too close to my eye because I already have some color on my eyelids and I want to keep that so that I don't have to do an eye makeup. I took off my lip balm using a dry washcloth and I tried to scrub my lips lightly to take away any dryness on my lips. Now let's get some color back to my face. This is my, I think my number one blush slash bronzer of all time. This is shade True Harmony from MAC's Glow Play line. I love this color. It's like a bronzer, a blush, a hybrid between a bronzer and blush, and it's very neutral. So for my skin tone, this has been the best blush I've found. I have a mirror here, that's why I'm looking this way. And I go over my eyes and under my eye too. I feel like that's the best look for my face. It lifts my face up. These BK Beauty brushes are so soft that you don't feel anything on your face. You feel like it's your fingers touching your face. This is the BK Beauty 101 brush, the big one. For my lips, I sometimes do a lip tint, something like this, the SEOUL lip liners. These are lip liner tints or tattoos, and you can put them on your lips and take the top layer off and they'll stay on your lips. They are advertised as lip liners, but I use them as all over color, and then I don't have to reapply during the day, but they are very drying. So when my lips are dry, I won't use them, especially if I see flakiness on my lips, because they stick to those flakes and they look unnatural. Other than those, I use lip glosses usually every day. I don't use lipsticks anymore or lip liners much when I go to work. This is one that I really like at the moment. It is the Clinique Black Honey Pop. I had the lipstick as well. That one I also liked, but this is more moisturizing and glossy, and the color I feel like is better. So I like both. I use both. But that one I'm out. This one I got it from I think the cosmetic company store. They had it on sale, so I decided to get this one instead of that, and I'm happy that I did because I like the gloss version better. I like this color. And then I will drop this in my bag for the day because it feels moisturizing. Otherwise, I always have this in my bag to use on my lips because my lips are very dry and cracked. As a last step, if I don't feel like I want to do any eyeshadows, I will only put on my mascara. But some days if I feel fancy, I will use an eyeliner or one of these shadow sticks from Nude Sticks. A lot of brands make these, so you can buy any brand you like. I like the Nude Sticks ones. My favorite shade is Immortal. This is something that I put on. I have the Ritual Defee ones. Those are good. I have some MAC eyeshadows that are like one and done, so mostly one and done eyeshadows. For my mascara, I usually use Tarte mascaras. I've tried many mascaras. There is one thing that I absolutely cannot use from the drugstore, and that is mascara. For some reason, every mascara that I used to like from the drugstore, like Maybelline ones, L'Oreal ones, I used to really like some of the Essence mascaras, and they all either burn my eyes or my eyes get really itchy at the end of the day. The one brand that I like their mascaras the best is Tarte. I use their Miniature mascara as my first layer, and then I use the lash paint as my second layer. And this, because it has a pricklier wand, it can separate my eyelashes better, and the miniature one has a very good volumizing effect. For today, I wanted to try this new mascara from Lancome. I like their some of their mascaras too. It is the Flutter Extension Lash Idol. What I do with mascaras, I get to the bottom of my lashes like this, and then I push it to the bottom of my lashes and pull it up. This way it looks like you have some eyeliner on. It has a plastic wand and it is more like a prickly plastic wand, and the bristles are shorter than the two from Tarte. I tend to like the plastic one mascaras. I feel like that's what works best with my eye shape. Both of these have plastic ones. This is the Tarte one. Now bottom lashes. There is something that I never do in the mornings, and that is getting out of the house without an eyebrow gel. But not everyone has to do that, so I didn't even mention it. You can just use your spoolie, brush up your brows. But for me, I have to put on a brow gel, otherwise my brows drop and my eyes look tired during the day. Right now, I have the Victoria Beckham Feather Fix brow gel. It's too expensive for what it is, and it doesn't do more than what I'm used to with my ABH brow gel. That is the one that I always go back to. So if you're planning on buying something that is like more versatile and keeps your brows in place and it doesn't get flaky during the day, I would start with the ABH brow gel. I don't know if it's the formula or the wand is not what I thought it is. This also flakes sometimes during the day, and it doesn't hold my brows as good as the ABH one. Let me give you a close up look. It's amazing how good makeup makes you feel when you're down. I wasn't feeling the best this morning because I'm waiting for my medical school application or interview response from one of the schools that is my like favorite school. I'm telling you, it's like a dream. You know, when you have like you're growing up, you have a dream, then after you grow up, that dream in your mind never comes through, even if you work for it like your whole life. You feel like that is such a big dream that it won't happen. This is what it is for me, going to medical school and going to this school specifically. I really like their program. I really like everything about school, about how they manage everything, their diversity, everything. And I feel like I want it so bad that I have been waiting for hearing from them. It's been the hardest thing I've done in my life, I feel like. But at the moment, this is what it feels like. Yesterday was their third time announcing if we get in or we are rejected. There is another date. It's like March 10th that we are waiting for responses. So I only have one more day left. So yesterday I felt like there is a very slight chance that I'm going to get in. Let's see. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here until the end of the video. If you have any suggestions, just let me know, and I'll see you in my next video.